Hey guys, welcome to the Money Man. I've got an interesting article for you today. It's actually from February back earlier on this year, but it's interesting nonetheless because I think we can draw some interesting conclusions from it. So you can see here that Portugal News, they released an article back in February and it stated some interesting information that came from the Bank of Portugal. So you can see right here it says that there was 187 million euros worth of unexchanged Portuguese Escudos. So of course the Portuguese Escudo was the currency that was used before the introduction of the euro, and it was a beautiful currency. I've talked about this before. I detest the euro because it got rid of so many beautiful European currencies. But there we go, that's my little rant over. So you can see here 187.52 million according to the Bank of Portugal. And you've got to remember that this article was published on the 21st of February. Now this is the kicker. It says here that the Portuguese until the end of February, so that deadline has already passed. So that means that there's probably still a hell of a lot of Escudos floating around. Of course people can't spend them, but it's interesting to see that people are obviously keeping hold of them. Now why would that be? Well, it's possible that there's actually a lot out there in the numismatic world. I don't think it can account for anything anywhere near 100 million euros, but there must be a substantial amount that is deep within their currency reserves. Of course, if the collectors are aware that there's still quite a big currency supply floating around the numismatic market, they're going to keep hold of it until the supply diminishes, and then they'll start selling it. This is possibly the case, but we'll have to wait and see. So, in many cases it says the possibility has already expired and others have not yet claimed their chance to actually redeem the currency. So, you know, there may be a bunch of average people that are just left with basic banknotes that are now useless. But it's really interesting nonetheless. The last Escudo banknotes referring to the Discovery series can be exchanged until 20th of February, and from March the banknotes will have no value other than in collections. Boom, there we go. So that probably accounts for a lot of the currency floating around. I don't really look for Escudos. I'm not currently working on pre-euro currencies, so I don't know. Maybe not. I would have to look into this more carefully, but I don't think that 187 million was exchanged in 7 days. I don't think that happened somehow. So I think a lot of these banknotes missed the deadline for exchange. Anyway, it says the majority of Portuguese people are choosing not to exchange them, so there's still 187.52 million to be exchanged. So people want to keep hold of it. Why is that? Why would people want to keep hold of a currency that is now defunct? Is that an indication that they don't have much faith in the euro? Is it an indication that they actually don't like the euro and they feel that the Escudo is more of a representation of their culture, their heritage, their national identity, and therefore they hold on to it as a keepsake, as a hallmark of their cultural identity? Don't know, it's possible. I think if they removed the pound and replaced it with the euro, I'd be keeping hold of my pounds as well, probably for the same reason. There you go guys, if you want to collect Portuguese Escudos, there is a chance that you will be able to get hold. Okay, there is a diminished chance of it being UNC, but you'll still be able to get hold of them because there's a lot around. So there we go. Now, I just wanted to point you towards another website which I've referred to from time to time, and it's called Banknote News, and it's fantastic. If you are looking for a resource that is really well updated, has a lot of contribution from other people in the collecting world that provide photos, this is your website. The guy that runs it does an amazing job. He works incredibly hard, and most of the time the information is very up to date. So this is a website that I would highly advise that you guys check out. I always get fantastic information from here. So this is Banknote News, link down in the description. Alright guys, that's all I've got to show you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Speak to you soon.